accept learning. We've got to accept the wrong things that a horse does. To him, it wasn't wrong. He said, I didn't know what else to do. You didn't help me do anything different, if you see what I mean. The horse is always right. That's kind of hard to chew and swallow. But if he's wrong, we made him wrong, or let him become wrong because we didn't direct it. We didn't do anything different. And it goes right back. He can do anything we ask, but he says, how? How am I going to do this? How many of us can help him and allow him to learn? And all we're doing again is regulating the life in the body through the legs, through the feet, through the mind. The day will come when all it'll be is a mental thing. You'll use your legs a little bit, your hip pocket. But there'll be very little used here, very little. That's my goal one day. Because what you're doing isn't enough. Just enough to bother the horse, you throw his head and drag you on out of the way. So you release him. So he said, well, that's what I'm supposed to do. You need a picture in your mind and a seat of your britches before you go to do anything of what you want to have happen. Then you get a change and a try towards that. You know, you don't have to do it. He just needs to change and try towards it. That's all. My horse is in class. Just like a schoolroom, a bunch of kids. She's in class. When she comes out of class, the saddle comes off of her. She's out of class. When I take the halter off of her, and she walks out with them other horses. She is out of class. Class is over. When I go to catch her, she's in class. I haven't caught her yet. She's in class. It's not holiday, 20 around, bunch of baloney. That's no good. She can't learn nothing, and I can't either, because there's too much trash.
Just a little worried?
A worry? Like when I came in here?
She was slowed down. Try to stay at the edge of trouble. Like she starts to speed this mare up when she got in trouble, back off. You don't try to go through trouble and come out good, sweetheart. Just back off, and you'll find a place that they can handle it. And as soon as they do, then go back out again. If they go get in trouble, back off. And first thing you know, they learn how to go out without being in trouble. But if you're not careful, you'll sacrifice to get them to go for having them going right. So now they're going to throw their head and leap and lunge because you sacrifice the proper preparation to the proper position for the transition. And you got it all right. But it's not what you wanted, right? So you just back off. When it's right, then you can ask it to go. But if it starts to get out of the line, just smile and slow down. Okay, sweetheart, that's the way. You don't try to go through trouble and come out good. It can be a terrible wreck. But if you can just get it stopped and start over, that's a lot easier for the lady to do than it is the man. The man, he seems like he's going to make things work. If you're not careful, he's got knots and lumps all over him. But if he just backed off and done a little less, he'd have got a damn sight more done and wouldn't have been as crippled up as he is now. So if I can just get the human to back off, the horse isn't doing wrong to be wrong. And if we don't get that wrong thing, we're calling it wrong. He said, I can't be no other way. That's what you've got me taught. So just back him off, get him right frame of mind, and start again. I hope you do that to me if I got trouble. If I start to teach you something, you got trouble, I'd say, hey, forget it. Pretty quick, you get confidence in me, confidence in yourself, and away we go. And that confidence is something you need in this horse for the rest of his life. Not just this one, but any other horse you ever ride. But if you're not careful in there, you'll take the confidence out of him. So be careful. He's very sensitive. It's not that you're a chicken or a cow. Don't ever feel that way. But just back off and stay at the edge of trouble. You might have to get into a little trouble to find out how to stay out. But if it starts getting greater than that, back off. Your better judgment tells you to stay at the little trouble. You might not know that until you get in enough wrecks. But pretty quick, you get in enough wrecks, you'll know what the edge of trouble is rather than getting in too much trouble. Yes, sir. Any questions? Excuse me.
To keep him soft, he gets very strong. You want him to go.
Now, he talks real quiet, this man, but if I got him right, he gets him soft, he gets strong.
Keep him soft in his mouth. Keep it soft.
You get him soft on his feet, he'll stay soft in his mouth.
Okay. So that's what I do.
See, what happens a lot of times You can keep a horse soft in his mouth, but you can't control him. His feet just keep marching off into sunset. So you offer the best deal possible here, then you go to them feet, and pretty quick he stays soft here, and the feet stay soft too. But don't expect it in one day, sir. You'll think, you've been to a damn Ray Hunt clinic, what's the matter here? So try not to upset him. You're doing some things again you've never done to get something maybe you've never had. So feel for him. Okay, you bet. What's that?
I'd like for him to rate his speed better. He doesn't feel as me to slow down.
Take a hold of him better. Now this man, if I got him right, he said he'd like for the horse when he takes a hold of him to feel of him and slow down more. Is that right, sir? So he might get soft, but he kind of keeps going on. So you go through that softness and get them feet to stop or slow down. Now, I didn't say tear his head off, did I? But that softness is no good if you can't control the body and legs and feet. But you offer the best deal here, and then you went from there to get them feet to respond. Oh, he says, I see. So for the three, you got the softness, plus you got the feet. But you might have to get them feet to soften first, so he stays soft here. To me, you're going to have to do more. I don't say don't worry about his head, my word. You don't want to hurt his mouth, but you got to get him to listen to those feet. When you pick up on him reins, you want that message to go to them feet. Then he can really stay soft here. But he can stay soft here, and them feet just keep marching on, and you got him soft, but what good is it? The feet just keep going. So go through that softness, and get them feet to respond to you. And it won't happen overnight, sir. He didn't get that way overnight. I don't mean that disrespectful, but you try to do too much too soon, now you got him free to your hands. You do too much too soon, when you take a hold of him, you're going to fight in his head. So, use your better judgment when I tell you these things. All right. Any questions, sir? One time we're going in, one time we're going out. Make a plan. How does he understand that? One time you're going in, one time you're going out. You shouldn't be bumping one another's knees. If it is, there's something the matter with your preparation. Prepare ahead of time. When it's time to act, it's too late to get ready. So be ready ahead of time. Watch that other person coming. The lights might be on, but nobody at home. So you're going to have to make the adjustment. They're not going to. That's being aware and alert. You're trying to see how that horse understands that. That's the way. You're trying to see how little it takes. You're trying to do less all the time so your horse can do more. Loosen them reins when you can. You've got to believe in him and trust him. Don't be pulling on him like he's a sled. You got to think ahead. You got to make a plan so that horse knows where to go. Stop your horses. Stop them. Look at all the room down here. You guys are, if you're going to ride one horse, why don't you go turn some of them loose and get on double? See, all you got to do is speed up and slow down and make a circle and drop in behind. Get someplace where it'll work for you. It's adjusting to fit a situation. But you blame somebody else that was in your way. 9 times out of 10, you was in their way. Because you didn't adjust to fit a situation. Walk your horses. Trot him. Don't do any more than it takes, but do what it takes. One time you're going in, one time you're going out. Let him know ahead of time so your horse can make a plan also. trotting, swing a half over the inside with the opposite direction. Keep him trotting. Make a half over the inside, that's towards me. You're going the opposite direction. Walk yours. Stop yours. Look at all the room over here behind me. You brought it up there like a can of maggots. What the hell do you expect to get done? You look like a can of maggots. And look at the room. What are you trying to prove? You're trying to go and get by without thinking? If you just look around, you can find that ain't going to work. You got to think. You got to come up with some new plan. Walk your horses. Trot them. Don't be afraid to go by someone. If they ain't going to make it, go on by. You'll find a place down there somewhere. Don't make this look so difficult. It's so damn simple. But you guys make it look like it's pretty near impossible. Why? Lack of control. It's lack of thinking, that's why. It's lack of preparing ahead of time. Make a half circle the inside, go the opposite direction. Keep him trotting. Stay on the line. Keep that horse on the line. Then he stays even and true, and he's not upset. Swing a half over the inside, go the opposite direction. Now get ready. Keep him on a line going around there. He shouldn't be cutting in or cutting out. He might be, but one day you don't want him to. But it's how you ride him that what he's going to be doing. It's how you're riding him.